Hi there. It's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay. Let's get on with the show.
Every week's an epic feat. They shed light on what's the trend. When will the madness ever end? From movies to the latest shows, you never know how far they'll go. Come aboard and take the ride. Let's uncover what's inside. Warriors of the night, here to fight. Pop culture.
Hey, everybody. What is up? Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, and this is episode 252 of Pop Culture Warrior, the show where I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening in pop culture so you don't have to. I am CQ. That's what the little box said. And joining me tonight, you know him, you love him, you missed him. Please welcome back Mr. Mad Mike. Oh, shit. You're not in the bubble.
No way to fuck it up.
God damn it. Hang on a second.
One job.
Fucking, you distract me so much. Hang on. We'll fix it in post. It's fine. It's a good thing this is not
Can't
live.
handle all this awesomeness.
It's fine. It's a good thing we're not live. This was just a test run. Come on. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Hey, there he is. There he is. All right. Hey, there's Mad Mike, everybody.
Woo! Yay!
I did it. Oopsie. Anyway, what is up, everybody?
Ooh.
It's Tuesday. Lots to cover. First and foremost, we were supposed to have a live guest. Unfortunately, last second had a family emergency, so we had to reschedule. We just punted him down the road a bit. But what I have for you tonight, if you saw the announcement, was we have Adrian Hough, who is, amongst many things, the voice of Nightcrawler in the X-Men animated series. He was the voice of what? Kenway, the main character Kenway in Assassin's Creed 3. Kenway something. I forget what his last name was. Connor Kenway was the kid. Haytham Kenway, I don't know. Whatever. One of the protagonists from Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, the dude's been acting since like the 80s, so he's a legend in the business. I have that interview. It's pre-recorded because he was on a tight schedule. But you're gonna love it. It was a lot of fun. We talked about Nightcrawler and a bunch of other stuff, and X-Men and animated series and some other stuff and some secret things, some NDA stuff. But stay tuned for that later on tonight. Wearing my look at that. Oh yeah. In brightest day, in blackest night. Shing shing. I am the Green Lantern. Anyway, what's up, man? I feel like I haven't talked to you in like a minute. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm busy. You told me to look up something in my own time, so I'm doing it now.
Is it no time better than
Are we doing a
live?
show? Hold on. I'm fucking doing research here, man. Easily distracted. You know this.
So distracted. Have you ever been tested for ADHD? You really should. You really should be. Autism,
give
something.
A shit about that.
it's something. You got something.
You know what I did? I fucking watched Supergirl.
The movie?
Yeah.
Wow. Proud of you, man. You're making big strides.
It's exactly like I thought it was gonna be. It's just just a shitty filler character. I don't know why he chose that. It's his second movie. You really don't. Must have been smoking too much pot or something. It was like a weird, I felt like it was just thrown together. I don't know if it was studio input or if they just didn't care. Maybe they thought Superman was so successful. They're like, let's just put out hot garbage.
They thought it was
Momoa was terrible as always. Just bad acting.
A lot of people said Lobo was the highlight of the movie.
No. However, I think it's like nostalgia. You know, like when people get excited to see me on this show, it's like the same concept. And then all the villains, I felt like I was watching fucking Star Trek or something. All I got the weird
Supergirl.
The guy couldn't figure out if he wanted to be Hellraiser or a gay fucking tattoo shop worker. I didn't understand it.
Oh, that's funny.
And then they're fighting with swords, and it's I don't know. It was just a reused storyline. I felt like it was just garbage. It was all over the place. It's you couldn't come up with something better.
Yeah,
it's save the girl and save my dog, and they killed my whole family. It's like a cheap John Wick or something. I don't know. Oh, you know what it was? Like Rogue One. It was like they copied Rogue One, but they weren't trying to blow up a Death Star. And they threw in Momoa.
Is his voice thing doing the same thing again? God damn it. Bro, it's gotta be on your end. I don't understand it. I don't
care.
I don't know. We're just once. We need to talk outside of this and try to figure out what the fuck is going on with your.
Probably need to update the thing. I haven't updated in 2 fucking years.
Yes, that's yeah.
I don't do updates. I fall for your scams.
amongst other things, we need to seriously figure out. I remember there was something that we had done.
uh,
That's loud. I don't want to hear that.
Mike and Elgato. Maybe if I change it to
Anyway.
stream. Try that one. Anyways,
Yeah. All right. So what I was gonna say, maybe they should have shelved it like Batgirl. Apparently, I heard the Batgirl movie was actually pretty good. From
who? Fucking actual King Smith? Shut the fuck up.
I heard it from Brendan Fraser. Okay, and I trust. Anyway, there was something I wanted to ask you, and I wanted to kick this off this session here, because I know you are closely involved into the source material. I have been hearing about Dungeon Crawler Carl everywhere, all the time. I've been hearing it from the book space and from the audiobook space and from the podcast and from I've been hearing about shows and possible movies and games and all these different things. And it is I don't understand it. In fact, you had me pick up this from San Diego Comic-Con, which is the exclusive, Dungeon Crawler Carl action figure. Like, I don't get it. It's a dude and he's got like a cat and he's in boxers with knee pads. Like,
that's like every fantasy you've ever told me about. You're like, I just like dudes naked with cats.
He's got a vest and a cape. Like, I don't understand it. I don't like what is this?
The biggest phenomenon like of all time. It's like, I think it's like fucking 4 billion people or something listen to the damn thing. It's like an insane amount of people like buy the books and listen to it. But I do the what do you call them? Audiobooks,
yep.
Which are fucking phenomenal these days. I used to be a hardcore. I'll read the print. And then my brother-in-law's like, you gotta fucking listen to it. It's fucking awesome.
They add like sound effects and music and all the shit.
Well, it's like a fucking cartoon that you're listening to. Like, they do fucking really good. And Dungeon Crawler Carl's like one of the best, I think, out of all of them, the production quality of it. I started with the old, what do they call them now? The old Star Wars books. They call them like the Golden Era.
Legacy, whatever.
But it's like 100 times better. The guy, Jeff Hayes, actually started his own company doing that based on the Dungeon Crawler Carl book that he started. But the premise is there's aliens all over the universe, and there's like, I think it's 3 or 4 main ones, and they're like us basically, where it's like consumerism, and they just want to take over and consume everything. And they want to take over Earth for all its resources. And how they do that is they basically destroy the Earth. So what happens is all the people on Earth, all these tunnels open up. And if you go through like this tunnel, there's a door at the end of it. You go through it, open the door or whatever, or you jump down the hole or whatever. It puts you in this dungeon where you basically fight for your survival. It's all it's like a game, like Hunger Games and shit, where it's certain levels. I think it's 15 or so total levels. They start out on level 1 with the most people. Forget the actual number of people. Say like 500,000 people make it through the dungeon or something like that, the whole planet. And each level has it's designed by whoever, this one company. Every year or every planet, a different company can run the crawl, is how it works. And this particular crawl, the company is like actually going bankrupt or whatever, so it's like all fucked up and shit. And there's an AI that runs the whole thing, and they talk to people. Like, it's fucking awesome. It's like a video game meets Hunger Games. type deal. It's sick. And the guy's fucking so Carl is the fucking main guy, and he goes through the tunnel with his fucking ex-girlfriend's cat, who
Princess Donut, I believe.
is Princess Donut. Yeah, she gets the moniker Princess. She could talk and shit in the dungeon. And there's also a goat who's fucking epic too. Those are the main two talking animals. It's fucking so good. You gotta listen to it, man. There's just so much to it. I'm not doing it justice.
I was
Uh,
it's a guy, and there's a hole, and then there's an alien
yeah.
bankruptcy, and a talking cat, and it's
So I got
awesome.
that fucking can't remember shit. And I don't remember. I listened to like it's like 8 fucking books or something. I've listened to every one of them.
I like, when did is this old? Like, is this something that's been out for a while? I mean, is this from like the 80s?
So it came out
Sounds like a
like
lot of drugs were involved.
it came out in 2020.
They already got 8 books and audiobooks. God
I got
damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 books. The latest one just came out this year, and he's supposedly writing the next one now. There's gonna be, I think, 2 or 3 more. He said they got a show coming out on fucking. I think it's
Amazon
Paramount or
Prime
Peacock.
Peacock, one of those.
Um,
I don't get it, man.
but it's just fucking good. Like, so the guy he's a Coast Guard veteran, which is fucking hilarious because
The
I don't
actual
think
guy that wrote it, or the character?
the character. No, the
Oh,
actual guy is Matt Dinneman, and he actually took pictures of cats at like pet shows or something, or and drew cats for pet shows or something. That was like his job before he wrote this book. And I think that's why he put the cat in the fucking thing in the book or whatever. But it's just crazy. Like it brings up a lot of nostalgia. Like they go back and talks about like old shows and all this shit. But yeah, Carl, the main dude, he goes, he's in his apartment or whatever. He goes through the tunnel with no fucking pants on. That's why he's in his boxers. And the AI that runs the thing, like, if you say something like he's like, "Oh, I wish I had pants," it like does the opposite. So like you get like perks and what do they call it, buffs or whatever, as you
sure.
go as you do certain things. So like he got a one of his things is like if he puts pants on, he loses like strength or something like that. So that's why he's like always in his boxer shorts and shit because he mentioned like, "Oh, I really want pants or whatever," and it's like, "Oh, you get plus 10 strength, but if you put on pants, it's like negative 20." And then it's the same thing with shoes. He doesn't have any fucking shoes on. Same thing.
But he has knee pads. I see he's got knee
Yeah.
pads.
So like as it goes on, you get enchanted items and shit. So he got like the fucking knee pads. He got a gauntlet, a cape or whatever. You get patches you can sew on. And they all do different shit. It's like this crazy, sick, twisted audio, or if you read it, book, like intertwined with like video games and nostalgia, all kinds of shit. It's just
Just
really well done. You gotta listen to it. That's the best way to fucking
yeah.
to do it.
It is. Well, Anubis says it's 10 books. That series 9 is a 2-parter, so he says it's 10 books. Yeah, I heard of it so much, and like I can't think of a. Here's the thing: I am the pop culture warrior, and I couldn't for the life of me think of something that was like so big that I just like, for me it just like I never heard about it until I saw it everywhere. I saw posters, I saw there's activations, there's like all these different things, and Audible is pushing it hard. Like there was
Yeah.
this thing in San Diego where they did like an Audible takeover, and it was like a bar slash restaurant. They took it over, and like the whole thing was themed Dungeon Crawler Carl, which like they're like there's other stuff too, but they were like it's all like the whole thing was like a Dungeon Crawler Carl takeover, and like I said, like it one of the top sellers of the exclusive figures, and I should like, and everybody with it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. It'd be like if go back to whatever it was, 2000, whatever, 5, 7, whatever it was, 3, when Harry Potter was like the all-time huge biggest thing on the planet. And imagine someone's like, what's this Harry Potter thing about? And you're like, how have you not heard about this thing? Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm just completely missed it. But
I think the audiobook is what really
pushed it over the edge.
pushed it over the edge.
Yeah.
That Jeff Hayes and his things, Sound Booth Theaters, the company he created, but when he was tapped to do it, it really pushed it over the edge. I think the first edition only was like 50 copies, and then a different company picked it up.
He was handing it out on the street.
Like, I didn't even know you could get a book. I found it through the audiobook because I was reading Star Wars ones, and then my brother-in-law was like, you gotta fucking listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl. I was like, it sounds fucking stupid. What is that about? And he told me like this same kind of brief thing, and I was like,
he
that
told
sounds...
you what you're telling us, and you're like, that sounds stupid.
I was like, that sounds fucking stupid. And then he like made me listen to it. I was like, this is fucking hilarious. Like, it's fucking funny. It's very entertaining and engaging. And it kind of ruins you though. If you like other audiobooks, if you go to Dungeon Crawler Carl, it's like the Disney
right
of it. So just prepare. And they're long as fuck. Like, I mean, I'm listening to other books. They're like 6 hours. These shits, like, the first one's 13 and a half hours, 11 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 fucking 3 hours, 26 hours, 28.
How have you listened to? When do you're always busy. How have you had time to listen to this?
I bought AirPods
in your sleep,
like listening to them all the time. Yeah. Listen to like an hour here and there, man.
God damn. No wonder you can't explain it well. How are you supposed to retain anything after?
It took me like a month. Sessions. And I listened to them all like at the same, like consecutively. So it took me like a whole month. And it's like, bitch, I don't fucking remember, man. Also, like I can't concentrate. So if I'm like thinking about something else, I'm like, fuck, what did they just say? So I gotta like rewind that shit.
Oh my god! I don't
definitely.
Okay.
Just, if you haven't, you gotta fucking listen. Even Patrick Warburton was in the last book. I think it was the last one or second last.
Was he like some slug, some alien slug?
Plays the guy's dad or whatever.
Of course he does. Wayne, that's funny. He said, so a Coast Guard seaman, a Space Force general, and a mailman show up at a strip club. How many biscuits and gravy did they eat? That sounds delightful. It sounds like a good time. Anyway, so yeah, maybe I will check it out. I said I got this trip to Dragon Con coming up. Maybe I'll. There's not enough flight time in the world. I could circle the world a couple times on a flight.
Start it, you'll be like, oh fuck, I gotta listen to this. Just put an AirPod in while you're playing video games or something.
Yeah, I can't do. I can't do two things at once. I can barely do one thing at once. But anyway,
need to listen to Smith cry about you beating him that man.
That's true. Yeah. So okay. Well, thank you for the Dungeon Crawler Carl breakdown. I don't know about you guys at home, but that really sold it for me. I'm gonna go run right now. Let's go listen, because guys,
fucking Google it and look it up, man.
That's ChatGPT to fucking explain it to you. They'll do
that. Well, don't have them ruin it. Just fucking do a Wikipedia search.
There you go. But yeah, speaking of, Dragon Con is next week, man. I'm so excited. You, me, Plague, we are gonna be boots on the ground at Dragon Con. It's very exciting. There is a potential. I'm not going to talk about it because I hate talking about stuff that's not like guaranteed. But there is.
You know what I'm signing up for? Practical Self-Defense with Keith R.A. Ditto.
There you go.
Friday at 11:30.
I was looking at their events and things. There's a sword fighting, like a cinematography sword fighting, like learning how to sword fight, but for camera. And I thought, that'd be fun. That'd be fun to just like
how to tame Fear Dragon. Bet you'll fucking be there. Love
Um,
first, the remembering with Julie. What the
well,
fuck?
yeah, the programming is very interesting. The programming is very
The
interesting at Dragon
word
Con.
jump.
There's, as I was explaining to Mike earlier, that there's um, like 12 or 14 different tracks. We talked about this with the guest last week. There's all these different tracks that are subcategories of fandoms, and then each track is minimum expected to provide 38 or more hours of convention um events, panels, get-togethers, parties, whatever. Let's plays, let's builds, fucking trading, swapping shits. Like it is wild. It is wild. I've been reading a lot of like how to prepare for your first Dragon Con and like what to do, and everyone's just like, just be open. They're like, just you can have a plan of things you want to do, but they're like, you'll turn a corner and you'll see something and you'll just follow it, and then you never know where you're gonna end up, basically. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's exciting. I'm excited. And
Oh
we
shit,
have
Ming Chen's gonna be there.
Ming Chen from Comic Book Man, yeah. Which I bumped into him at San Diego, and I
Did he
told him, I was like,
remember
"What's
you or
up?"
no?
No, of course not gonna remember me. Ming Chen's gonna remember me. Pfft. No, he's not gonna remember me.
No fucking way. Did I just read that right? Go.
Uh-oh.
Did it go?
What'd you get?
Fuck you. I thought I'd said James Marsden. It's Jason Marsden.
It's Jason Marsden, yeah. First of all,
About America's
Jason
second favorite hero is
Marsden.
going to be there.
Jason Marsden is an American icon, and a lot of people don't realize. He was the voice.
Is that his
of,
brother?
I don't know if they're actually related or not, but I mean they kind of resemble each other a bit. But no, Jason Marsden was Boy Meets
A
World.
Goofy movie. Fuck yeah, dude.
He was the voice of Max. He was the son
Yeah.
of Goofy in Goofy movies. So yeah.
Oh, he was Binks and fucking Hocus Pocus. God damn. They're all the movies I watched 1,000 times.
Yes, that's what I said. He's a prolific voice actor as well as actor. But I don't think a lot of people realize his literal, like, the length of his work. It's actually really incredible. So yeah, we'll see. May I don't know. Maybe some. Maybe we'll see. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited to do that. I'm literally locking in our calendar, and Anubis says no relation. Ah, that's sad. They kind of do look like each other. Like they'd be maybe cousins. They don't look like brothers, but they definitely look like they could be cousins. But one is like 4 foot and the other one's like 6 foot. So, what else? What else we got on the slate? Lots of dude, I saw so we talked about this. I don't know if it was last week, the week before. The guy that was going to be playing God of War for the series apparently, tore something, and
Bicep, the Sons of Anarchy guy.
yeah, and
Or
apparently
his bicep, I think.
he tore his bicep, and so they are like, we're just moving on with somebody else. They're recasting the role, which that's gotta fucking suck, man. Like to have
Yeah, that guy hasn't had shit going on.
you had to, but and just
Mm.
imagine the amount of time and work and effort it was to get the role.
And they did what? What did they do? 1 or 2 episodes already? Or did they do? They did
I
a
don't
couple
even think.
episodes.
Well, they have, like, as far as filming, I think is it Peter Dinklage? No, it's not Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, it's huge.
That would be hilarious.
It would be.
No, so the rumor, I'm still waiting to see if a confirmation comes up, but the rumor right now is that Dave Bautista has been offered the role, which is an interesting
I can see it. I was wondering too. I was like, who the fuck are they gonna get? Because I thought that guy was like pretty good choice.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But although it's
interesting.
like Dave Bautista's, I think half that guy's. I got like 6 something, and I think Dave Bautista like my height, like 5'11" or something.
No, Batista's a tall dude.
Is he?
Tall dude. He's a very tall dude. The problem for me with the casting is
Can he
Dave
grow a
Bautista.
beard?
Well, yes, he can grow a beard. No, it's that he has slimmed down a lot.
Well, yeah, because
Like,
he
I don't
got
know if you've
tired
seen
of
him
working
lately.
out for Drax or whatever.
He looks like a guy who used to be big and is now not big at all. And so, this is a character that's basically running around half nude, half the time. And unless
They
he's
do a
got
little prosthetic work.
bodysuit, a little CGI
Yeah.
bodysuit.
They did it for the guy that played fucking Shazam.
I mean, little. Oh wait, is it report? Okay, he's officially set, is what it says. Takes a role from Iris, was injured on the show.
Holy shit! Yeah, he looks so skinny.
He's
on that Ozempic player.
He's kind of cracked out, man.
He's on that Ozempic.
Prime Video has given the God of War show a 2-season order, with the 2 seasons set to shoot back to back. Filming originally began in Vancouver back in February. With Batista now locked in as Kratos, production is expected to resume in the coming weeks. All scenes featuring Hurst will now have to be reshot. As Variety previously reported, there are a few better suited for the role of Kratos than Batista, aside from the fact that he's an actor, blah, 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 yeah, physique, shape. Kratos is known for incredibly muscular physique. I don't know, but he doesn't...
He still, looks... I've found one with his shirt off or whatever.
Don't get me
Because
wrong.
the one where he's wearing
a
suit, he looks weird. He looks too skinny. But when he's got his shirt off, he looks pretty.
I'm sure
built.
he's well maintained, but he's not the way Batista used to look.
Which was giant. But
yeah,
he's also isn't he 50 something? That's why he was complaining about Drax. He's like, I'm too fucking old to work out this hard.
Yeah, he is getting old. He is 57 years old.
50s, yeah. Here's one at 56. I mean, he's still shredded. He's just doing a lot of fucking cardio.
Yeah.
I think he can make it work. When is he gonna start? I think probably immediately. He'll be
yeah, they said the next couple weeks. He is about 6'4", they say, in real life, because they in wrestling they always say 6'6", but they're they always add a couple inches to make a guy sound bigger.
Just do a little CGI. Just do a little filter. Like the chicks on the internets where they got the filters to make them not look like crackheads.
It's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, 57. But
isn't that fucking Hugh Jackman old as fuck too? And he's still for Wolverine.
Liam Neeson was doing the Taken movies. He was 80.
He's not running around shirtless.
Well, that's true.
He's wearing clothes, so it's he's always been the same way. Hugh Jackman. Let's see how this fuck is. Why is it showing me shirts?
Here's the thing.
57, same fucking age. It depends on how much you want that paper, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna roid up. He's gonna roid up. They're talking about starting filming in a few weeks. The only obviously he's maintained a healthy physique. I'm not saying he's not, but
got to up the protein, little HGH.
Yeah, what are the peptides? Get some of them peptides in you, and
recovery. You're not gonna get jacked on peptides.
I don't know.
Fucking the GLP-1s are peptides. He's gonna be fucking losing weight.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know.
The wrong stuff. I'm super skinny.
It's just a scrawny
version. That's just amino acids.
He's a shaky little thing. That's funny. But yeah, anyway.
Cow semen, some male semen.
Clint Eastwood. Yes, Clint Eastwood will be the next Kratos.
He's fucking. I don't know how he's still fucking alive. They just got him taped to a director's shit. Just wheel him around.
So yeah, so there's that. That's the other big. It was something else that I saw that I was like, oh shit, that's interesting. Lanterns is out. It's doing well.
I like it.
I
like the guy. You already know. You don't watch it.
The guy that's good. Well, let me guess. The guy that's
Sinistro guy. I feel like he's too fucking old for that role.
Well, I mean, it depends.
But then I was like, I guess he did do a lot. He's trained Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Then he tried to destroy the Guardians. Hal Jordan stopped him.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense that he'd be older because remember, he was Hal Jordan's mentor. He literally trained
Yeah.
him from start to finish. So he would have already been an established character. And then we know that it's what Hal Jordan started in 96. It's 2026. So you're talking 30 years of Hal Jordan being a Green Lantern, not to count all the time he spent training to be a Green Lantern before that.
How do I
So
make
yeah,
this shit bigger? Fucking hate Facebook.
you should have gotten Kevin Hart to play your Kratos.
The other problem I had was at the end when they show him, it didn't. So he's red, in case you didn't. Spoiler. He's like a reddish pinkish color.
Yeah.
But it looked like at the end of the thing, they like didn't put the makeup on his ears. And when you watch it, like watch his, it's gonna fuck. And you're like, what the fuck? How did they
like
miss
a
that?
shadow or something?
No,
It's
dude, it looks
probably-
like my ear. It was like, fuck, they didn't put the makeup on, or like he rubbed it off or something, and they didn't want to touch it up.
You don't know. You don't
Oh,
know.
I fucking watch that shit.
Let's see. Gears of War E-Day has a release date. Xbox and the Coalition dropped the new campaign look showing off the initial Locust invasion and locked in an official October 6, 2026 release date. So that's cool.
Did you see the fucking not that anyone gives a shit, but Nicholas Holt's out of the Harry Potter
Yeah.
because he had to do Superman too. But guess who they got? Guess who they got? Who's not doing nothing right now?
Jason Marsden. Kevin Hart.
James Marsden is too busy.
Saving America. First of all, I said Jason Marsden.
No,
I was very clear.
He's got priorities. Is that fucking where are we going? I keep saying DickCon. What is it called? Dragon Con.
You say DickCon?
Yeah, I don't like I know what it's called. Fuck's sake, and what was I talking about now?
Oh god. The
Oh,
Harry Potter. Yeah.
Fucking Harry Potters. So Lex Luthor's out, and none other than John motherfucking Snow.
Kid Harington?
Yeah, Kid freaking Harington. He got nothing going on. He's gonna do the Harry Potters. I think it's season 2 that he was supposed to be in. He's the dark arts teacher guy.
Yeah.
I don't know which one that was. Is that dude with the fucking eye that goes around?
Well, remember the dark arts that was the whole thing.
They had like
Every
17
year there was
of
a
them.
different
Yeah,
because
because they're all evil. It's like, I wonder why the bad guy's always the dark arts teacher.
Not all of them, just most of them. Because remember, Harry Lupus wasn't
I don't fucking
bad.
remember.
He was
I know
it's a werewolf.
Harry Potter's and Harry Miney's, and then the fucking ginger. And then at one point, Batman's in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
You want me to summarize that fucking shit for you too?
I think
bunch
you
of
nailed
fucking
it.
weird little fucking nerdy ass kids that say abracadabra. It's like very uneventful, that fucking whole Harry Potter thing.
Jesus Christ, you consider Harry Potter uneventful?
Yes, it's like a big letdown, and felt like it was building up to something great, and it's like nothing really spectacular happened.
Did you hear this, folks? I mean,
fall asleep for most of it.
Apparently, Harry Potter is a very uneventful series.
Kids love it too, but it's like I expected more. It could have done a lot more.
That is one way to describe it.
Talk them up a lot, like, oh, they're so great, and I feel like it never really did anything spectacular.
The Ninja Turtles show up looking for magic pizza. Yes,
And
exactly.
And fucking Voldemort, like you're like, dude, like 50 years old, you couldn't be like a little fucking 12-year-old kid.
Who shall not be named? Okay.
Voldemort. I fucking tell me not to say something, I'll fucking say it.
Oh,
I'll get in there. That's why I'm like, Voldemort, like spinning around in front of the mirror and shit. Richard again, man.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Like so sad he couldn't defeat. And then what's up with fucking Dumbledore? Like supposedly knows all this shit and he's super smart and shit, and he like doesn't help out the kids at all. It's like, you know, what a douchebag.
All right, moving on from that.
Anyway,
Harry Potter is just Scooby-Doo with magic. That's funny. The gang just running around not doing shit. That's good. I like that, Scott. That's good. It's just Scooby-Doo with magic.
Spider-Man's #2. They made so much fucking money.
Yep. Actually, I was looking through.
I read a thing. I don't know if it's true, but Tom Holland made like fucking no money off these movies until like this last one. He got like, I think it was 20 million or 10 million. The second to last one, he got like double-digit millions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to
But
double check
before that, he was making like $1 million and then less than that.
He was a kid actor, you know. And
supposedly works some deal out where he gets like a percentage of this, and so far it's estimated he's at like $100 million, which is like good for him. Did like the first 3 movies for under $1 million.
I mean, it's smart when you really think about it. Like, so this was, it goes back to the Robert Downey Jr. deal. When he started with Iron Man, he got paid less than $1 million, and he goes, I just want just give me 10% on the back end. And he's made like $1 billion on just
started with fucking Jack Nicholson and as the Joker in Batman. He's the first one to do that, which made a fuck ton of money. But now, Robert Downey Jr. is like, whatever, I'll do. Probably thought he would make like $2 million or something. And he's like, holy fuck, I got so much money, I don't know what to do with it.
Wow.
Too bad I don't do coke anymore. Like, he would fucking probably be dead at this point.
That's true. That's true. No, I was gonna say, I was just looking through the list of attendees of DragonCon, of the featured guests, and while there are a lot of guests, obviously some are, I don't know. I don't want to be rude.
MacGyver's going to be there.
Some are well known, and some have done a lot of things, and some you would not know them from anyone else. But
most people, Jake fucking Busey's going to be there.
Oh God, I've talked to Jake Busey. It's difficult. It's
like talking to me.
To have a
conversation. They're all really big teeth.
But like I said, people we've had on the show, John Billingsley, we've had on the show. He'll be there. But there's like Sean Ashmore, Sean Astin. Trying to think who else is somebody that Eugene Cordero, which again, not necessarily a household name, but so funny. He was in the Loki series. He was the funny little dude that was like hoarding all the Infinity Stones and didn't even know what they were worth. But he's also in like what was the firefighter show? Goddamn. The one where it's Super Troopers, but they're firefighters. Goddamn.
Oh, I just started watching that.
Yeah, it's funny show. But he's in that. He plays like the rookie in that. Who else?
Is that the little Asian guy?
Yes, the little Asian dude. Yes.
He's
He's not Asian. He's like, I was gonna say,
he's like Hawaiian or whatever.
Yeah, Polynesian, whatever.
I'm white, so I'm automatically racist. You know how it works.
Everybody's brown to me. Just different levels of brown. Different.
What is that show called? Something FD. Fuck's sake.
Tacoma FD.
Tacoma. God damn.
Yeah.
You had to let me do it. You know, the show, the guy, fucking Barba.
Erica Durance, who was Lois Lane in Smallville. Nathan Fillion, obviously. The dude's
they're watching that. I think they're almost done with it. And they're like, oh, Superman's going to be there. But I was like, yeah, he's kind of a dick, though. He already told CQ to fuck off.
Yeah. John Glover, who's Lex's dad.
Related to Danny?
No, not Teddy. Lena Headey's going to be there, who's obviously done Game of Thrones and 300 and Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh, yeah, that lady.
She's done.
She was the little serial killer kid's mom, right?
Yes. I'm surprised that's what you went
banging
with.
Her brother.
There it is. I thought that's where you would start.
Yeah.
I thought that's where you would start. Tyler LeBain, who's again, like, you would know his work. He's not as much of a household name.
Here's one, Michael fucking Ironside. Who knows what he was in?
I mean, he's a lot of stuff.
Like every 80s movie ever fucking made.
Ross Marquardt, again, not a well-known household name, but everyone should know him. Ross Marquardt. He was in The Walking Dead. He played one of the main characters in The Walking Dead for years. But
I go to the pictures.
He's a prolific voice actor. He has done the voices for so many different characters in the X-Men universe, in the Marvel universe. He did the acting for Hugo Weaving's Red Skull in the Avengers. When
Oh,
Red
shit.
Skull appears, it was actually Ross Marquardt who did that. So he's done just a shit ton of stuff.
Holy shit. You know, I fucking figured out today. So you know the
nice.
guy that played Iceman and fucking the X-Men
Sean
movies?
Ashmore, yep.
He has a
brother.
twin
Yes.
fucking brother, that
Yes.
fucking asshole, dude.
Yep.
This whole
And they
time
get
I was like, oh, that's
confused.
a guy from Iceman. Everything that fucking his brother's in, I'm thinking it's him.
Nope. They're two different actors.
I saw that today. I was like, these fucking assholes.
They hate it. They talk about it all the time. They hate it
Really?
that they get confused.
They
for
should
each other's
just
work.
both go by the one name and then fucking double the roles.
I don't think that's how it works. Anson Mount's gonna be there. Grace Park, Edward James Olmos.
I thought he died. I saw him too. And I was like, I thought he died.
Jack Quaid, who's coming off the Boys, obviously he's huge in
Dennis
the Boys.
Quaid's kid, right?
Dennis Quaid's kid. Yep. Yeah. Look at you knowing who's related to who.
Figured that out like a couple months ago.
Katie Sackhoff will be there. Who else? Jules, was it Stady? Is this Staty? Stady? I don't know. I never know. How
I
to
see
pronounce
who
her name.
John Glover is now. He was from fucking Gremlins. That's right. Yeah.
He's done so many things. Alan Tudyk. I love Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk's awesome.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
Gina Torres, Casper Van Dien, or Dine, depending on how if you want to piss him off. Casper Van Dine. So I've talked to Matthew Waterson. He's a great guy. Tom Welling, obviously. There's so many people. So many people. It is a massive list. But as for as many people as going to be there, there's also quite a number of like cancellations. Billy Piper canceled, which I was, if you don't know who that is, just
From the British show, isn't she?
yes.
It's phone booth.
Yes.
British show, the phone booth. You know, what the fuck am I talking about? What's it called?
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You're
New
so
series
close.
is on Disney. It's got a gay black guy.
You're so close. They have
They
this
time travel.
driver. Yeah.
It's really fucking popular.
There's
I didn't know what it
Alex.
was when we first started doing the cons. I'm like, why they got fucking blue phone booths everywhere? Fuck is that show called?
You can do it, man. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Someone write it in the thing and let me know. I'm not gonna waste my brain power on that shit.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, she's from that. I first found Billy Piper. She did this British show, like Confessions of a Call Girl, where she plays an escort. And there is a lot of nudity. Shocker.
I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm just gonna type it in like a British show about
blue phone booth.
a phone booth. Let's see what we got.
Your Google's gonna be like, this
The
guy's an
TARDIS,
idiot.
and it is from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, he finally got it. I'm like, this guy, he's got to get it at some point. Man, I hope you're playing at home.
It's
How many
funny because
points?
the first thing was like the regular phone booth or whatever is what it came up with. It's like, it said show, you fucking asshole.
So yes, Dave Cook, or I was thinking Dane Cook. That's a different person. There's a whole
His
bunch.
brother that stole all his money is going to be there.
David Tennant, who's one of the favorites of Doctor Who. He's one of the. He was also
He's going to be there. Really?
He canceled. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
There's a list of people that canceled. No, and David Tennant, he did. What was it Purple Man in Jessica Jones?
Oh, fucking, he does all those awesome videos with the guy that played Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah,
and they were in that comic book by that one guy that's a dick to us too.
This is great. This
Good
is
Omens.
such inside baseball. People listening at home, like, remember that we did the thing and it was the guy and he was nice.
The guy was a fucking douchebag. Yeah, that guy is like 90% of the people we meet. Good Omens. He was in that shit.
Good Omens.
Yeah, he was like the first person to cancel, but because he got a paying like a higher paying gig, he got some show he was doing.
Yeah.
He apologized. I'll follow him on the Facebooks.
You follow him. Give him a little love.
Dude, this guy James Callis looks like fucking Jared Leto.
Is that a compliment or an insult? I'm just curious.
I guess these days is an insult. The guy ain't doing nothing. He's plugging his band again, so obviously times are tough. DC said they're not hiring him anymore.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're done with that.
Not DC. Fucking what's that company?
All of them.
Sony.
All of the companies, all of the companies are done with them. Yeah. So,
Anyways,
needless to say, really excited for Dragon Con.
and we'll be there. I'll be
Yeah.
there.
We're gonna make some. I have some ideas. It's gonna be different because it's like none of the other conventions. It's not like New York Comic Con. It's not like San Diego. It's not like Awesome Con. It's not like any of those MegaCon close to you.
It's in Hotlanta.
It's in Hotlanta,
Like Holland, right?
Yes.
Ludacris. He's gonna be running around there.
Yes, that's exactly
I'm
it.
ready to switch to State Farm so I can get him to show up.
So the funny thing is, I was in Atlanta not too long ago, and I paid to do one of these film location tours, and so it's a reputable company, and you hire a guide, and he takes you to all these great locations. They take you to places that Walking Dead filmed, Marvel filmed, Tyler Perry filmed, like all these really cool
I
places.
forgot they film all that stuff. Or
Yeah,
they
it's
used
all in
to.
Atlanta. It's all in Atlanta. Most of Marvel's backlots now are in Atlanta. Same with
We're over in London. London, England, home of Harry freaking Potter.
Harry Potter. So man, you get me off my train of thought. So I did this tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and God bless him. He's like, all right, yeah, meet us here. When this guy pulls up in like a beater, like in a literal,
Like a 1990 Honda
it's a
Civic.
96, and not even a Civic, man. It's like a fucking like a Oldsmobile. like it's like there should be wood
A
paneling.
Buick LeSabre or a fucking, a LeBaron, a
It's
Chrysler.
a LeBaron, yeah.
It's a number one son on the front of that bitch.
And it's
What movie
like-
is that, you fucking cocksuckers?
And so, I'm like sitting in this guy's car. Like, I don't know why I was thinking like, like the Hollywood tour buses, like the open tops.
You fucking thought you were getting the Hollywood like double decker or like
No,
fucking
I mean, I didn't
New
have to be
York.
double decker. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh,
But
there's the
I'm
guys
just
on the
saying.
microphone. And here, the guy's doing that shit. Like if that was like you and I started to. Oh my God, here we are.
And at
There's
one
the fucking
point,
thing. Imagine me doing that. You guys, the fucking movie, that movie with the fucking dead people,
with
and
the
they
people and
shoot
the
on,
things.
the guy has a revolver, the fucking chair. They're
They
like,
got
what
a
the
baseball
fuck?
bat.
Are you retarded?
But dude, at one point, we're literally driving, and we'll get out of different spots and be like, "Hey, you can take pictures." They did this here, there, and at one
It's
point,
like
there's
actual sets, or are you like just like
no,
a field or something?
This is where they film stuff. So like
Still there.
in Walking
okay.
Dead, Terminus was a real, like it was an old railroad whatever factory or whatever the
Okay.
fuck. So you
So it's
take
like
it
if
to
the
actual
backlots at Universal or whatever.
Yeah, but these are like real locations. Or like we would take us to this place. He goes, "Hey, this is where they filmed, the one bank robbery scene in Baby Driver. This was the outside location that they, when they're running in the street. This is the spot." And so it was really cool. But at one point, he's pulling up. It's at a hotel, and he goes, "So the TVA in Marvel, like it's literally ripped from a hotel. Like that's an actual hotel."
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it's all CGI'd, obviously, all the stuff, but that's a hotel. That's an actual hotel in Atlanta. We're gonna go there. It's one of the hotels that Dragon Con takes place in. But the funny thing is, traffic around here is real crazy. So go ahead and get out. I'm gonna just drive around.
I'm just gonna circle.
He's just got like a circle. He goes, "Go inside, take your pictures, go to grab a Starbucks, whatever you need, and then when you're done, just come back out." I'm like, I'm now giving myself a tour of the fucking. Just walking around a hotel, going like, "Oh,
You didn't want to fucking pay for parking. It's probably $30 a day or so, $30 for an hour.
That's exactly what it was.
You
So,
don't make no money. It's like you and one other person in the back of a Civic.
Oh yeah, yep. So it was an interesting.
Two-door too. You had to push the seat down.
So basically, I could give you a tour of all the.
Oh, that we're leading up to. Oh, thanks. I appreciate
All
that.
right, we're gonna rent the
This
car.
is the TVA. I paid a lot of money for this tour. You should have saved that. I would have been like, oh no shit.
But no, it really was. Oh my god, and like I'm gonna get a scooter for us. So I'm gonna take a step down. It's gonna be one scooter that we share, and I'm gonna take you to all the locations. And just hold on to the back of me, and I'm like, and here they shot the Walking Dead.
All three of us on one. Ooh. It's gonna be such an epic time.
It's just scraping on the back.
I was gonna say, what's the weight limit on this shit? 600 pounds?
Just sparks flying as we go down the
We're
road.
like not even moving. Like people are walking by.
Oh God.
30.
Anyway. Oh Jesus Christ. One other story before
All that was there. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
what else could I do? I was thinking about.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot. There's a lot. And if you out there are in the Atlanta area, let us know, man. I want to find a place that's close enough to enough people that we could create like a get together. You know what I mean? Like just have, I don't know, that's the thing. I know we're all, like, again, with this show, everyone is spread out all over the country. But if I could find somewhere that was a central enough location where people maybe are only like an hour, 2 hours or whatever, and could I think that would be so cool to just do like a big meetup. We could do like an FTX night or something like that, play board games or do jokes or do a live show. I don't know.
Just if you approach me, just be careful. Half the time I forget what I'm doing. 99% of the time I forget I even do this fucking show.
I have to remind him, like, hey,
Mad
that's
Mike,
right.
Pop Culture Warrior. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
What's that? You're like, hey, you're Mad Mike. Fuck you. What? Huh?
fuck, I'm not mad, bitch. What the fuck? How you know
What do you
me?
call it mad? You don't know
I'm
me.
fucking happy, bitch. You see me smiling, you cocksucker?
Don't I sound fucking happy?
No, fucking. My wife.
Oh God.
I'm angry.
So
Fucking
angry.
happy.
So angry.
Fucking James Marsden's here. Oh, it's Jason. Which Max is my wife's favorite person. So I might have to go get a little autograph.
There you go. Get a little picture, you get like get the little voice memo thing. We're like, hey, it's me, Max. Whoa. Don't tell my dad, Goofy. Hook. Hook. I was looking for something.
You're like the best at impressions. People
I
are
know.
like, these guys are so fucking
fucking
good at everything they
So
do.
good. Amazing. So amazing.
Did you see they cast a RoboCop guy?
What is with that?
One I didn't know they were doing. I didn't know they were doing it. Yeah, well, I was like, really? And it's a Prime. It's Prime Video too, which I was like, really?
They usually do good stuff.
I mean, who's doing? Some guy that did horror movies is doing it.
Yeah, let's see.
Peter Acco is the guy.
Oh, that's who's. No, Dan Stevens is gonna play him.
Yeah,
I do really like Dan Stevens as an actor, but
he looks familiar, but it doesn't say what else he was in.
Legion. He was Legion.
Legion, no fucking shit. That's right.
He was Professor X's kid in Legion.
You know, I went to 3 fucking articles just to find the picture of the guy, and I was like, he looks so familiar, but I don't know what the fuck he was.
But also, like, couldn't anybody be this Robo?
Right? That's what I was like, too. And they're like, well, he's playing both characters. And I'm like, okay. The one RoboCop is just this, which is, it's a stunt man. That's like saying, like, oh, Pedro Pascal is always the Mandalorian, which is like, no, bitch.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
There you go.
That could be me. I don't know. Oi! Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
It's
right,
me. Oi! RoboCop.
He's British, guys. That's why I did that. That's the way they should do it, a twist. They do it in England or whatever. He can't have a gun. He's got like a club or whatever they carry. I don't know what they carry.
Billy Club.
He like fucking does this shit, like fucking, you know how they fucking kick their legs up really high and shit. It's like in front of the palace. Oi! Oi, Robo! I don't know. I wonder how Alexa sounds over there. Anyways.
Now why do I see RoboCop with a big furry hat, the big fucking, the shit that the Royal Guards have,
guard or whatever.
But it's fucking RoboCop,
like, looking like Jamiroquai up in this bitch.
Oh God, God bless you, man.
I was like thinking the same thing. I was like, such a fucking overdone character, but yeah.
I don't get it. Hey Pete, what's up, man? I'm trying to think. Wait,
The Prime does pretty good, so it's like,
they do.
alright,
That's what I said. Like, I
yes.
hate to say it. Now I kind of
We
wanna.
all have it for free pretty much, unless you bum someone's Prime, but
I mean,
so I guess we'll
Bloomhouse is
watch it.
involved, which they
Is it
they
Bloom or Blum? I don't know how to
Blumhouse,
pronounce it.
Bloomhouse. It's the same
I
shit.
fucking pronounce shit.
It's the same shit.
Why start now?
Yeah, why start? Why start learning to pronounce things correctly? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Who wants that though? Like, have you watched? I watched it a couple months back because I was like, kids, you
new
gotta
one?
watch it. It's fucking epic.
Oh,
And
the
then I
old
watched it and
one.
I was like, this shit's not epic.
This was a
It's
bad
hardcore,
movie.
like really bad. Like Highlander, I was like, I loved Highlander too, and I watched it again. I was like, holy fuck, dude. Were they putting cocaine and everything in the 80s? Like, what was in
Dude,
Fruit Loops growing up? Was it
nostalgia.
Fruit Loops? 'Cause I used to love that
Nostalgia is
shit.
a hell of a drug, man. Let me tell you. Because you're like, oh man. One of my favorite cartoons of all time was like Darkwing Duck was my that was my
Yeah, that
jam.
too. I was like,
I
show the kids
loved
that
it.
too, and I'm like,
I went back and watched it. I'm like, I can't sit and watch
even the
this.
kids are like, are we still watching this? And they're like,
I was like, God damn it.
I guess that Czech cola had cocaine in it. That's probably why she was 10 cents.
No,
Little
it was all
jugs of
the
fucking
gushers,
blue cocaine.
gushers, and remember the
Those
little the
jugs.
jugs, right? The little
Jack the
jugs.
straw in it.
Yeah. You
Just
had the
pure
little
cocaine. That's why everything was so fucking epic.
just Coke water, just crack pipe water that they've condensed.
Yeah. You know, they boiled a crack
Woo!
thing. It's like the leftover. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
man.
know.
The 80s were a hell of a time.
Even the gargoyles. I was like, oh, I fell asleep. I was like, God, I used to love this shit.
It used to be so good. I don't.
You know what fucking stood the test of time though? X-Men.
Well, the animated series. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not talking about
the music.
Yeah, the intro. It just gets you so fucking amped. It's like they can literally do anything after that.
Just a big turd.
Fuck, I just want to punch someone in the fucking face.
Yes. That and Spider-Man was my jam, obviously. Spider-Man, the animated series was
So
Chef's
X-Men
kiss.
came out and fucking crushed it.
Yeah. Hey, but those Batman the animated series, Spider-Man, and X-Men, like you don't get storytelling
It was like
that anymore.
epic animation.
Oh, those were the good days. Damn, those are the good days.
Greatest days.
Anyway,
But it's so good they brought it back. Like, and it's still tearing it up.
I'm waiting for them to bring back Spider-Man the animated series. I'm waiting.
They got Spider-Man and Friends. It's fucking fantastic.
I mean, they've made a few Spider-Man cartoons, but I'm saying bring back Spider-Man 97.
Like kind of that, yeah.
It ended on a fucking cliffhanger. Do people not remember this? I've been waiting 30 fucking years. Like it ends.
Watch it on the Disney Plus.
It ends with fucking they did Battle World and all that shit before anyone else did. They were doing multiversal stories before anyone else did. The Spider-Verse, that was in Spider-Man animated series. And then they finished that arc. And they're like, we're going to go through this portal to go get Mary Jane and reunite, guys. And show's canceled. And like, no. Anyway, sorry.
And it was successful. That's what even X-Men.
It was. It really was.
I remember watching it like Saturday, watching 4 hours of cartoons. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck is
here's the crazy
12
thing.
o'clock hits and it's like fucking nothing on.
This is a great tie-in for our guest coming up. But the crazy thing about it is that you and I'm sure, remember X-Men, this long, like, so many episodes. It was only 2 seasons. I remember it as this thing that went on for years and years and years. It was 2 seasons. It's just back then they did like 22 episode seasons, back when they didn't care about like child labor laws and,
They had people, the guy like drew like every episode, like, 100-hour weeks for like fucking $1,000 total.
Yep.
Like,
what's all these red smudges? It's they wore their fingers to the bone.
Yeah, I can't draw anymore ever again. I'm fucking 20 years old, but I did Wolverine.
But we got 20 episodes. So that's why I felt like X-Men was on for so long. It was literally
like, I was like, holy fuck! I thought, and they had the cards and all that shit.
Yeah. It was only 2 seasons of a show.
One more thing I got. they're releasing the of Endgame. Is that the last?
Endgame,
And then,
yes,
so
Encore.
they have the popcorn bucket.
Avengers,
I think it's at
Endgame, Encore.
Regal, I want to say it was.
I think
I'm
it's gonna
pretty
be everywhere.
sure, but they had the fucking Iron Man
They have the gauntlet,
gauntlet.
and they have the
Is the
helmet
popcorn bucket?
that opens up. Yep.
Oh, they have
Yep.
the helmet that opens up?
They
I
have
didn't
the
see, I just
helmet.
saw the gauntlet thing.
Nope, they have the helmet the gauntlet and the helmet, and it's the regular Iron Man helmet, and the top opens, and it's a popcorn bucket.
It's tight.
Yeah,
They're pretty creative with that, but they raised the price. Like, it was one thing when it was $20 for it. I'm like, okay, I'll buy it.
minimum.
Yeah, now
nowadays.
it's $70. The Trojan
Minimum.
horse from fucking Odyssey was $80.
That's nothing. The
It looks
Galactus
like a
head was
weird
120.
fucking. It's not even like a normal horse with hair. It looks like you shaved a horse. Like,
It's a wooden horse. Yes, it's a wooden horse. Dude, the Galactus head, which I did say, I was like, that's one of the coolest things I've
It
ever
was
seen.
the baddest one. How
But
much
it's
was that?
$120-something.
Was it really only?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. Why did I guess what? Yes.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, I was somewhere that's more than fucking Disney. Well, you can get the goddamn Cinderella carriage, or you can get a fucking ad or whatever, and it's all like $25. And like Regal's over here, like, guess what? We'll one up you, $100. It's like, that's why that shit's sitting on the shelf. You get Lobo for $60. He's still sitting there on the shelf. Fucking no one buying that shit.
And I understood it when it made sense to do it, but it's the forced ones that just it irritates the living shit out of me.
Oh, it's like every movie now. But the other thing is, it doesn't even come with the fucking popcorn.
Well, where I get them, it comes with the popcorn.
They fill it in that little thing, and how much popcorn fits in? How much are you going to put popcorn in a horse's ass? All right.
How much popcorn?
Like this much.
Let's talk about the questions that everybody wants to know.
Opportunity is you should have been able to get the popcorn out of the asshole of the
into a horse's ass. All right. We asked the real questions on everyone's mind. How much popcorn fits?
It's like, I'll pay $100. I better be getting fucking 2 large popcorns at least. Like, that shit ain't holding nothing. You got maybe I don't know, a fucking snack size popcorn. Like, get the fuck, give me the tub. Even Disney, if it's like a weird stupid shaped one or whatever. I thought I had one.
Just looking around.
I do have one. Get up to get it. Anyways, if it's like small or whatever, they just give you the fucking paper bucket full of the popcorn. So at least you get your money's worth. It's like Regal ain't doing that shit.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, see, you got a Regal fucking going out of business.
All right. That brings us to the end of our very first hour programming. We're going to toss to a quick break while I set up the interview. And when we come back, it's the interview with Adrian Hough, voice of Nightcrawler, and so many other things. And we'll be talking all about it. Mad Mike, thank you as always for joining us. Anything you want to say to the people at home before we toss to a break?
No. Don't go to a trailer park for sex if you're a billionaire. Nice.
Way to tie in. Stop buying popcorn buckets. That's gonna be the message of this.
Well, don't pay $100. Don't pay over $50 for a popcorn bucket, because you know what happens? You throw it out. You know how many Disney fucking buckets I throw out, or I have here?
Jesus Christ! All right, guys, we'll be back right after this. Shots.
Hey, you there? Yeah, it is right, you. Let me ask you something, alright? Where the hell do you think that you're going? Oh, what do you think because the show's going to commercial that means you get to just walk away? Well, CQ asked me to pass on the little message, alright? And it says, I'll be back.
In the shadows of the city bright, where heroes rise and take the fight, there's a voice that breaks the night. It's CQ with the insight. From the comics to the silver screens, talking legends and those crazy scenes, pop culture, dreams and hidden themes. CQ reveals what it all means. From the comics to the silver screens, talking legends and those crazy scenes, pop culture, dreams and hidden themes. CQ reveals what it all means. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Marvel at the twists and turns, villains playing, heroes learn. Every episode we'll discern lessons from the past to learn. Games we play and books we read, CQ's list is what we need. Memories that make us bleed, together we will take the lead. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another fight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Pop Culture Warrior. Hour 2, our interview time. So, let me set this up. All right, this next interview is one of those really cool full circle pop culture conversations. Adrian Hough has been working as an actor for more than 4 decades with a career that has taken him through film, television, animation, and video games. Depending on where your fandom lies, you may know him from shows like The Man in the High Castle, The Good Doctor, or Virgin River. Gamers may know him as Haytham Kenway from Assassin's Creed 3, a performance that earned him a BAFTA nomination. But for a whole generation of X-Men fans, there's one role that immediately stands out: Nightcrawler. Adrian originally voiced Kurt Wagner in X-Men the Animated Series, and more than 30 years later, he's returned to the character for X-Men 97. If you've been watching this latest season that just wrapped up, you already know that Nightcrawler has been given some of the biggest, most emotional material of the entire series. So I got the chance to sit down with Adrian and talk about his career, what it's like to return to a character after 3 decades, why Kurt Wagner continues to connect with fans, and yes, we do get into some of the huge moments found in Season 2, so fair warning, there are spoilers ahead if you haven't seen Season 2 of X-Men 97. without further ado, here's my conversation with the amazing, incredible, stupendous Adrian Hough. Here we go. First off, thank you, Adrian, for being here today. I'm so incredibly excited. As you can tell by my background, I'm a huge nerd, so this is an honor. And really, before we even dive fully into X-Men Season 2, 97 Season 2, I kind of want to take it all the way back for a second.
Okay.
You originally played Nightcrawler in the animated series.
I did.
Did you ever get a sense that you know, this voice was going to resurface more than, 30 years later and have such an impact?
Yeah, well, it was my first audition for a cartoon, for an animated show, ever. Now, I did a lot of German accents and British accents. I mean, I spent 10 years in the UK, so I had this kind of background. But I remember I was in Toronto, and I had an agent there who joined forces with a voice agent who said, "Have you got anyone who can do a German accent?" And I'd just done this little drama documentary about a German soldier doing a monologue, it's like a 3 or 4 page monologue about seeing the soldiers coming over during I think the First or Second World War. And so I had a friend who was from Berlin and said, "If you really want to get this right, talk to my friend." And I'd played Germans before, but yes, listen to this guy. And he comes over and he looks very confused. His English wasn't that great. He very confused about what he was doing there, but he read all the lines for my scene. I didn't record them because I was just captured by his tone. And instead of being very serious German, very hardcore, this sort of thing, almost like a Austrian Arnold thing, he was very shy, and he had this sort of soulful thing that happened when he spoke. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And so when I ended up doing the soldier, I ended up gleaning a lot of stuff off of him. And I don't even remember his name now because it was 34 some years ago. I was 2 years old or something, I guess. Anyway, so I used that, and then this audition for Project X, top secret. No, we weren't allowed to talk about it. The only one of us, the cast of the X-Men, who knew exactly what it was George Buza, who was a huge comic book nerd. Anyway, I'm getting off the story. But so I go in there, and there is Dan Hennessy, who's got this Robert Plant, Led Zeppelin hair, and he's behind the glass, and he's like, "Oh, okay, go ahead." Because he's heard a lot of really fake German accents, and something just happened, because I got the script when I walked into the waiting room, and that there was something about that proselytizing and the soulfulness of it, and it just matched this young man that I had met and whatever else that I had in me to it, and I just remember the feeling of it just took off. It was like music. This whole thing, the script was amazing, right? And then I just remember getting to the end of, "Remember, Herr Logan, different eyes." And everything had just kind of landed inside of my voice and body and mind and heart. And suddenly, and I look up, and he's staring at me through the glass. And there's this little pause, and he goes, "He's a very passionate guy." And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "Want to do it again?" "Sure." And so I did a second take, and then the next thing I know, I'm in the studio, and I've got Lenore Zan on my left. I've got Cal Dodd, who's showing me how to, just by being him, showing me how it works, because he bunches his fists up and he gets into the and I go, "Okay, yeah." So it's actually acting we're doing here.
Yeah,
but just the camera is the mic. And anyway, so that was how it started. And then I came back for Bloodlines in a season or two later, and then it kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, and I never to be heard of again. But I kept Nightcrawler in my pocket over the last 30 years. So every now and then I sort of bring him out and say, "I wonder if ever this would be useful again." So
it's like having a toy, right? It's like having a little toy that you can just bring out and play with every once in a while and then tuck it away.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a little
man.
pet. Nightcrawler is my little blue pet.
That's incredible. I wonder if this German gentleman has ever heard the cartoon and gone like, that sounds very, very familiar.
Like
Yes.
me, or maybe they get him to do the German one in if there's a German
There
voice.
you
I don't.
go. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Now, Nightcrawler as a character is fascinating, and you kind of touched on it because visually, he looks like the guy that people should fear, right? He's a
Yeah.
demon. He's a literal demon-esque looking character, but spiritually, he's often one of the most compassionate people in the room. Is that contradiction part of what you've always kind of connected with in that character?
I think, I think so. I can't help it because it's in the writing. Like when we first see him, he's being like chased by these villagers, to the monastery where they're terrified of him, and he's hiding up. He's the heartless fools. They know not what they do. And then okay, I saw that.
Yeah, sorry, I geek out. I love it. I love it.
But yeah, I mean, there is the sense of that, he's managed to find like a spiritual or soulful or ethical truth for himself. When you think that when he teleports, he goes into another dimension and comes out again. So every time he's got to have like a core of goodness protection, I guess, or soul, protection.
Wow.
So and I love that. I mean, I often play on camera. I play a lot of bad guys or guys with questionable antagonists, but that even playing those guys, you have to honor, and this is where empathy comes in for me. You have to honor what they stand for, and so that's what I try to do with all the characters that I get to play it. And Nightcrawler is just, it's just been amazing to come back 30 years later.
Oh my God, yes. And I have to say, the kudos, I didn't do a great job at the beginning saying you've had a 30, 40 year career and has played so many characters and good guys, bad guys, a lot of doctors. I've seen a lot of doctors. I don't know if that's just typecasting or what.
I went through like a 2-year phase where I think I played 6 doctors. Some of them bad, some of them good. Some of them turned out that they were demons underneath all that. Yeah, and doctors and scientists and
Yeah,
stuff.
a lot of, and of course, in our pop culture realm here, High Castle and all these, different. I know I saw some. I don't know if it was Smallville or
Yep.
the WB shows and all those things. So like you've been around. People have seen you and heard you. And excuse me for just fanboying out on Nightcrawler because I love the character so much and being that it's relevant, with season 2 having just ended, and hopefully spoilers. If you guys haven't seen it, stop the interview, go watch it, then come back because I do want to touch on a few things. Season 2 lets us see that I'm tripping over my own words, but that his philosophy, when put under pressure, right? He doesn't budge. He almost tightens on it, right? Where others might question their philosophy and give up. The episode Strangeland, Savage Heart, he insists that Graydon Creed deserves a trial, even though Creed represents so much hatred towards mutants.
Mm-hmm.
When you first read that script, what did you think the writers were saying about who Kirk is?
Well, I tried to use my intellect too much, but I saw that it was a courtroom scene, and I thought, this is my Law and Order moment, right? And I get to do this in a German accent, what about that? Like there's that moment where the sort of casual, what about that ska comes up, and but I think he genuinely, Nightcrawler genuinely wants people to atone. He genuinely wants people to be good and genuinely believes people and humans and mutants are good, that there's a goodness in them. And he pursues that, I think, above everything. So But when I saw that scene, I thought, oh, wonderful. But at the end of that, there's that moment where he has the tail wrapped around, spoiler alert, around his throat. And I remember going, this is when he's allowed that I'm going to let him be like, maybe he's going to kill him right now, but like he goes right up to the line in that moment. And then, and I think I remember they got me to do some sigh at the end of that, or I put it in myself. But I remember like really tightening his voice, like, but I love that moment because it allows him to be like he's real, like he's a cartoon character, but he's real, like he's written like with real emotions and real challenges.
Yeah.
And that's what I love that episode. It's one of my favorite of the season.
I won't put words into your character, but as the viewer, I see it as this thing where it, like you said, it makes him real. It gives him this sort of like, he's not perfect, no matter always making the right choice. It's a choice. He is struggling with the choice. A lot of our military members, we sometimes have to do tough, hard things for what we believe is the right reason. But it is a moral choice, and it is a choice that we have to weigh and consider and battle within ourselves and our own morality and ethics and all these different things. So it's something I love about this character that, unlike, let's say, like a Captain America who's like, Boy Scout, I'm always going to do what's right, no matter, like, you see Kurt struggling. Like, he knows the other side. He can easily dip into the other side, but he reserves it. I love the character so much.
Yeah, me too. It's such a privilege to be able to go, well, when I was going into the studio to record him, because it was months ago we recorded season 2, it was so, and every time they changed everything a lot. But I'm allowed to talk about episode 9 now, so okay.
Please.
I mean, that final speech he gives into the void there, and they animated that, and then they wrote that little speech for him right at the end, and I remember they had to time the sections of it to the animation, and then that last line. And I said, okay, I can't lean on this too much. So I did a few takes where I was kind of like, because I have faith, and I was like, it was not quite right. And then Meredith Lane, our brilliant, and I shout her out every interview I do, our brilliant voice director. She goes, okay, just try one, just kind of like as if it's a matter of fact. And I was like, as often when she gives you a note, it's like a light goes on. You go, okay. And then that was because I have faith, that it just came out. And they were like, that we got it, And so it's just so much fun because, you don't hear the takes that don't get in the show, right? So that's the other thing.
Yeah. You don't get paid for what makes it in. You get paid for the hours, the stuff that never gets used. I mean, talking about the finale, obviously, when you got to that point in the script where you realize Kurt, he's going to sacrifice himself, what's your reaction as the person bringing that character to life? It's obviously not you, but it's, in a sense, it's you. It's the guy that you've been playing with for years.
Yeah.
What did you feel in that moment?
Well, I mean, it's sort of sweet and sour, right? I mean, it's kind of like, oh, what a great scene. But I've died in a lot of shows. So, but and there's other little voice in me which goes, yeah, strong guy's still alive. And again, then just go, okay, all right, Guido, all right. Yeah, no, it was just, I think if this is all I ever get to do, as an animated voice actor, that's great. Except that I want to keep working, and so,
Selfishly.
Well, but it's I've worked on this, I hate this term craft of acting, but that's what it is. It's just like a job, right? For 40 some odd years, and and every now and then you get these beautiful things that you get to say and portray and that are complex and amazing, and then they will go away, as they all do. And But so here's the thing about, when we talk about a career, and I heard, I can't remember who's, I don't know, Matthew or somebody was saying this, um, that a career is a thing when you look behind you. And I've learned to always be looking ahead. So over all those 40 years, it's always, well, what's next? What's next? What's next? And so, I have a project I'm doing now up in Calgary, Alberta, and I can't talk about it because I signed an NDA. And that's an on-camera one. But there's always something more, I hope. And I hope to keep doing this until I drop dead. If it's theater, if it's film, if it's TV, if it's voice, I'll be in front of a camera and get the last line out and go, I'm done, right?
Yeah.
But
Did I
that's
hit
not
my
the
mark?
big- That's right.
He died, but just off
Yeah,
camera.
we're keeping the death. We're keeping the death in the movie now because it actually worked, changed the plot.
I love it. And just to really double down on that moment, because it's so amazing, it's so impactful for a lot of people. It was so shocking and such a surprise. He ultimately makes the choice to save Rogue.
Yeah.
Did you view that moment as Kirk making this heroic decision in the moment, or as more of kind of like the culmination of everything the show has kind of been, telling us about him and leading us to?
I feel like he makes a decision in the moment, but it is a culmination at the same time. That his sister's finally going to get back together with, and that first scene you see in episode 1, episode 5, where they're all together and the love that's shared between them. And then I think an episode later, I have to give the eulogy over Gambit's funeral. And so I think he does. I think he says, whatever's on the other side of this, I can probably manage. Maybe it's good stuff, but I've managed so much over the years, and I'm going to make this sacrifice for her.
That's beautiful.
And
Now,
for Gambit.
go ahead.
Yeah, no, the two of them.
It's beautiful.
Whether
the-
whether
Sorry.
fans are happy about it, whether Nightcrawler stands and fans are happy about it, is something that I can't control.
Yeah, that's
But
you
anyway,
can't you can never please everybody. That's one
Yeah, that's
thing. This industry. I have to ask you, from more of the craft side of things, how difficult is it as an actor to record something like that scene when you're kind of alone in a booth, you're performing one of the most emotional moments of the season, but you might not have the animation or the music or the other performers or anything, and that's what the audience is going to experience, but you in the booth alone, how difficult is that to do?
Well, I have a screen full of people from Marvel and Disney, and directors and animators and writers and producers and stuff all there. It's a lot of this is like Roger Rabbit changed everything. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Because there you got Bob Hoskins acting to nothing, and quite frequently, I did Alien versus Predator 2. I don't know why I just remembered that, but there was a guy holding a stick with a bobble on it for when I get killed by the alien, right? So you get you build the muscle of being able to respond to things that are imaginary. And as my vision disappears, it actually gets easier because I get stay in my head. But it was the same when I did Assassin's Creed 3. We performed that in a performance capture space, and there was a lot of scene. And they say, okay, here, this piece of tape, that's a rooftop, and you're looking at the other actor, Noah, who's got like this. He's wearing the same thing as me, which is a helmet with a microphone. You can barely see his face, and a tights with dots on them. Okay. So, but what's great about that is it allows you to kind of imagine what you're seeing. And it's the same when we're self-taping auditions now, that I quite like self-taping because it allows me I can project my imagination out sort of Roger Rabbit style to, okay, there's the rabbit out there, and I can imagine the reactions that I'm getting and what I want to, portray, what I want to put out energy and emotion and thought wise. and how lines come out. It's it is something I've been doing a long time. So I guess it's like a muscle I've built up, like anybody who's been at it for a long time.
That's amazing. I kudos to that. I can't imagine how difficult it is to, like you said, conjure this
Mm.
reality. And then, like, I always tell people that I love the thing I love about actors and voice. It's this constant state of make believe, right? Nothing's real. Everything's
Yes.
made up. We're all like, and it's just it's getting to play as an
Yeah.
adult, and I love the idea of that.
What's so funny about that, the fact that it's play, is that it's terrifying, right? Like uh, in my younger career, I suffered from the worst nerves, and that young kid is still with me, trying to terrify me every time I have to do something. But the thing is that you have to kind of put yourself in the state of your own imaginary world, despite the fact that, am I going to get this job? Or what are people going to think of what I'm doing? All those voices, you just kind of have to silence them. The way I do it, I mean, everyone is different, but the way I do it is I just go into the most important thing for me is the story and the character and making them full and human. So that if I bring all my attention to that, and if there's any empty spaces in that, that's when the nerves get in. And then I just, I'll learn lines front, backwards, inside out. And then I describe it as throwing myself off the cliff when I walk into audition. And then I just let it go. But it's basically a mind fark, to kind of, because we want to be liked. We want people to think we're good, but you have to kind of call into your, like this profession is not for the faint of heart. I mean, it's not going to war, but that there is, in terms of nerves and you know maybe it's not going to work. There's a lot against you, so that you have to find something which is more important to you. Like the most important thing for me, I've decided, is continually improving the craft I have. And it goes like this too, right? You hit a low, and you go hit a low for a while. I'm looking right on the bottom of my screen there. And then you go, it's always going to be like this. And then suddenly, the challenge is to keep yourself going. Like I work on Shakespeare speeches. I learn poetry. I write stuff. I'm always trying to keep this engine going, so that suddenly you go, oh, here's an opportunity, and you're ready, because you've been doing something in that low time. And then you get to these points, and I had a series regular like about 6 years ago in Home Before Dark, and I thought, this is it, I'm here. And then the season 2, they killed off my character in a script note, and because it was COVID, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff about the makeup which taking so long and all that stuff. But and then suddenly I was there again, and like I didn't work at all in 2020. And so you have to learn to kind of have a life which is outside of acting, as well as keeping the acting going or keeping creativity going. Like I sing in a choir. I'm always doing something, learning, spouting Shakespeare and poems and stuff like that. But so that when opportunities come, my system is ready.
Yeah. We talk a lot about within the industry that it's a lot more no's than there are yeses, and it's like you said, finding the passion, finding the thing, keeping the engine going. I love that. I think there's something in there too for, I know a lot of service members who get out of the service and you get the loss of self, the loss of identity, the loss of drive. I knew what I was doing every day, and now I don't know what I'm doing. And there's a lot to learn in that. Okay, keep the engine going. I tell people, hey, volunteer, pick up a creative hobby, keep the engine going. I love that concept. That's so good.
Volunteering and doing stuff in your community, all that stuff is amazing. I mean, when I've had my lowest moments, emotionally and struggling, I found a diary of mine from my mid-20s. And I said, well, okay, let me see what was going on. And I was reminded that I was super depressed. I was in London, England. I was a little Canadian actor, and I was trying to be British. I was really working every day. I was working there, but like I felt hopeless that they were never going to let me in. And then so I do this little game with myself sometimes. I call back to that kid and I go, just in my mind, and I go, it's going to be okay. Just keep doing this thing you're doing. Keep focusing on that. So hopefully, like, if time is a construct, maybe it's doing something, right? But
it's been you all along. You've been encouraging yourself all along.
That's right. It was me all along. But
I love that.
There's a movie in there.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a Shyamalamian twist there somewhere.
That's right.
It was you all along. You were the old man giving the advice.
That's right.
Now, if we've
Thank you,
learned,
old man, by the way.
no.
Okay.
He's the one way down the line. Way down the line. Wait, not you.
He's encouraged me to keep going. Okay.
Yes, exactly. If one thing we've learned from Marvel over many, many years through all the different mediums, whether they be comics, video games, TV, movies, never assume anyone is actually dead. Now, I mean, we saw it this season. Obviously, Gambit was back and things, and I know how serious Marvel NDAs are and all these things, so we're never going to ask you to reveal anything. However, given your love of this character, how excited would you be to have the potential to come back to it, whether that's from beyond the grave or as an alternate version or other dimension version? How would that be something that excites you to keep going with this character?
Well, it's impossible for me to answer that question given the NDA. It stands, even if Nightcrawler is dead forever, that Nightcrawler stands. That NDA stands.
Gotcha.
And it's almost a trick question, because it's like, oh, Adrian Hough said maybe, and I go, no. All I can tell you is that Strong Guy is still alive. And maybe incidental characters that appear that I voice in this and other things. And there's all these video games now, I'm just going to put that out there. So,
it's Marvel. I know Lenore was doing, I just spoke to her not so long ago, and she was doing the voices for Marvel Rivals, the video game.
Marvel Rivals, yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be opportunities.
I don't know if they're ever going to bring Nightcrawler in, but, I'd be down if it comes my way. But there's also people who do a pretty good Nightcrawler. I mean, AJ Locascio, who plays Gambit. Now, we were messing around and he did an incredible Nightcrawler, and I was like, you son of a bitch, and
try to take my job.
But like AJ though, like he does Harrison Ford, he does Marty McFly, he's like an incredible voice match guy because he really grounds it and all the little subtleties in it. Yeah, when I do an impersonation, I tend to end up with something new, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that or not quite the one I was going for, but then I can use it in something else. But no, he's like bang on the money for a lot of stuff.
Let me ask you this, as we're winding down, because I know I only got you for a few more minutes here. Outside of your own portrayal as Kurt Wagner, what has been another, whether live action, comic book, cartoon, anything, video game, is there another interpretation of it that you've gravitated to, whether it's the voice or the story or animation style or anything like that?
Well, I'm really keen to see what happens with Alan Cumming, or who they get for the young one in the newer X-Men movies. Because I remember seeing X-Men 2 and seeing the kind of the hauntedness that he had, and the sort of haunted from the dark thing that he had. And Brad Swale is a pal of mine too, and he did X-Men Evolution, a very different Nightcrawler, but I mean, I don't own the character. I just embodied it for many people, and for now 3 whole seasons of show. Well, no, because there's like 2 in the X-Men animated series and 2 now. Okay, season 1 and 2. Okay, good. I've done the math.
You got the math is right. The math is right. No, I'm excited as well. We're going to see. Apparently, rumor has it we're going to see the swords. The swords going to come into play in the live action, which I think is something that has never really been done outside of like the cartoon and the comics. So that's exciting, and like you said, the young version. But I want to give you the last, minute or two here. Where can people follow you? I don't know if you're on social media, or how do people, follow along your career? How do they stay up to date? How do they support you? Talk directly to the people.
Okay. Well, basically, I'm only on Instagram. I have a Facebook page attached to it, but it's Real Adrian Hough on Instagram, and that spreads to everything else. If I had any more social media, and I do have something on X. I think it's 8800, which I do post to occasionally, or 8080, 80 ADEY 80 or 800. I can't remember which the one it is, but I just go and I post every now and then when I get one of these or an article to put out.
Awesome. And so there you go. You can follow him, support him. Is there anything outside of the NDA stuff? Is there anything you can talk about that you want to plug? Or if not, what is the one thing? I love this question. What is the one thing that maybe something you loved it so much and you were so happy with it that it maybe didn't get the proper shake at the time for whatever reason, timing or the world or whatever, but something you'd love people to go back and see your performance or hear your performance in?
I did a little movie for a show called Heartbeat in the UK. And I play, it was a little movie, Heartbeat Trading Places. I think it's even on YouTube now, so I'm not gonna get 50 cents for it. But I play a Cockney soldier in that who goes AWOL. And I'm playing opposite Cockney actors. And I just remember, all the work I did on dialect when I was in the UK, it kind of paid off. And I really enjoyed that I was there, working opposite, Cockney actor, Nick Berry, his name is probably still, but he was in a show called EastEnders for years. And then he was in Heartbeat. And then he leaves the show and they did this little movie, and they were looking for an actor and I was in Toronto at the time who could do a Cockney accent. And I showed up and I just sort of threw it out going, they're gonna get like, some Cockney, they're gonna get some Cockney from London. And then I got it. So that was super fun. What else? Oh, hey, Haytham Kenway, Assassin's Creed 3. I did get a lot of props for that, but it was one of my favorite gigs ever because we were shooting a movie inside of the volume, and it used so much of that imagination, and there's so many lines in it. You had to get every single take of every single one of those scenes was one take. And if you messed up in the middle, they'd had to start again, go back to all the performance capture stuff. And but I remember I worked so hard on that, and I got to work with Noah Watts, who was terrific, and that was, in terms of like favorite jobs, that was it. But Heartbeat Trading Places, go back and have a look at very young me. Yeah.
And we'll make sure we'll send you that 50 cents. Don't worry. It's in the mail.
Right,
it's in the mail. And I do want to, again, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan too. So phenomenal job with that. And I think it earned you a BAFTA award. If I
BAFTA nomination.
Nomination.
That's the whole story.
Rigged. Absolutely rigged. We'll get it for you. We'll get it for you. I want to thank you so much for taking the time for us today. And this is, you have such a career and a backlog. It's a shame to have only kind of put a spotlight on what's more recent, but we'd love to have you back one day and deep dive into all your characters and all your work and whatever else we can't talk about now to talk about later. But I just wanted to thank you so much, and I'll give you the last few seconds here to say goodbye to the audience, and then we'll toss it to the break.
Okay, thanks very much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. This is Adrian Hough signing out.
All right, guys, we'll be back with more show right after this. Woo! And there you have it. My incredible interview with Adrian Hough. Man, what an absolutely phenomenal dude. I really enjoyed our conversation. You can just tell the absolute passion he has for that character and his work. So I really want to thank him for his time and sitting down and just getting to wax philosophical about the essence of the character. I made the background purple, kind of in honor of the Nightcrawler-ness of it, the bamf of it all. Thank you guys for hanging out, Susan, King, Wayne, all you guys, for hanging out and shooting shit with us here on Pop Culture Warrior. I'm gonna wind it down. I'm gonna wind down the show. I've got some pressing matters to take care of. We've got Dragon Con coming up, and so this week I'll be spending a lot of time planning my coverage and what all we're gonna see. If you happen to be perusing the Dragon Con website at any time and you see events or panels or things that you're like, man, I wish I was there, or I wish I could see what that was like, let me know. I will make it a priority to go check those things out and take pictures and take video and take audio. And my kind of goal for this experience, this is my first time going to Dragon Con, and I really want it to be capturing the essence and diving into the culture, because I know it's different. It's a lot less marketing and a lot less big company, right? It's not like, oh, Marvel has this huge exhibition or DC or anything. It gets meant more for the fans, so it's meant more as an experience. And so thank you, Wayne. It's a great show. Thank you, man. I want to really, dive into the culture of it all and experience it. And so with that, if there's things that you guys want to see or you want me to take part in, or, whatever, please do let us know, let me know, and we'll make it a priority to get to it. But with that, I'm going to wind it down. You guys know all the things happening here around WTF Nation Radio. Let's take a quick peek at the board. Sundays is The Reset with Dr. J, your mental health programming. It's a really, really good show. You should definitely tune in, watch it, as she shares a lot of insights into the world of, psychiatric and mental health and all that stuff, recovery stuff. Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern, is The King and Me. That is your relationship talk show with King and Michelle. Followed by 8 p.m. Eastern is the Monday edition, your news, commentary, and discussion about all the things happening around the world. Lots to discuss nowadays. Tuesdays right here, Pop Culture Warrior. Wednesdays, on a brief hiatus, is the Smoke Pit with Radar and TZ. That will be coming very soon, coming back on the airwaves. Recently returned is the Sports Bar on Wednesday nights. Welcome back, Sports Bar. We're happy to have you with King and Coach. Thursdays is Sergeant's Time as always. Every other Friday is FTX with me and the boys as we sit down and play all types of silly board gaming things. Saturdays is weekend co-ops. And maybe sometimes Sundays too. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It's the weekend. And actually, before we went live today, they were airing some special weekend co-ops coverage of Aliens Fireteam Elite 2. We've connected with the team behind that, and they've been really good to us, and we want to be really good to them. We're going to have giveaway codes and all that. So if you like gaming, check out Weekend Co-ops. But there you have it. Lots more. We've got other shows that are in development that are probably in the new year. We'll be launching some new shows, new talent, new faces, new stories, new experiences, new website, new logos, new everything. We're forming a chrysalis, if you will, here at the station, and soon a beautiful butterfly will emerge from it and flap its little wings and go forth and do great things. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Mad Mike, obviously, for being my co-host extraordinaire and hanging out with us in the first hour. Thank you to my guest, Adrian Hough, for taking the time with us. We have so many, actually, I can even tell you, because we have some locked in bookings, actual locked in bookings over the next couple weeks. Let me pull up my little scheduler here. This coming Monday, August 31st, SG Blaze will be on the Monday edition. SG Blaze is an author, like a sci-fi author, really, really popular, really, really incredible books. You're going to want to check that out. It's going to be a really good interview. Tuesday, September 1st, I've got Christian Streety here on Pop Culture Warrior. If you don't know who it is, look it up. You'll be excited to see it. We'll be gone for a couple days over in Atlanta for Dragon Con. And when we return, we have a very, very special FTX on Friday, September 11th. Nothing to do with the September 11th, what most people associate with September 11th, but it is a very special FTX. It's something we've never done before. Very excited to try for the first time and see how it works. And if you want to see us, if you know me, you know things will not go according to plan because they never do. So you'll want to see that one. September 11th, Friday, FTX. Monday, September 14th, Angela. Oh, nope. That's different. That's a pre-record. That's for later. We'll pocket that one. But Monday, September 14th, Ruby Garnett will be on the Monday edition. Ruby Garnett is a former Marine who became an actress and is now producing her own film called Dogwood about a bunch of stuff. It's a very cool premise. So that'll be a really good interview. And then the only one we'll talk about, because I don't want to go too far out. We're like booked literally till November. So it's crazy. But William Bernhardt is coming on September 15th. Again, if you don't know who that name, you'll get familiar with him because he's got a really cool story. And he'll be on Pop Culture Warrior September 15th. So there you have it. Next couple weeks, we are booked solid. There's going to be some guests coming on to the sports bar. There's going to be guests coming on to FTX. There's going to be guests. It's Guestapalooza. So many guests, so many stories, so many things. Very excited for appreciate it. Yes, an adult emerald jewel wasp emerging from. Love it. All right, rock on, guys. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned. Shows throughout the week, and more coming soon. We'll see you guys next time. Shots.
Let's see it.